Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Jan. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. So today we are talking about esthetician school. I'm going to be telling you guys my experience, the ins and outs, and everything you need to know before you enroll in esthetician school. So let's get started. Okay, so to start, I went to Tricoci University here in Chicago, and I was a full-time student from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. And you have to get 750 hours in order to get your certificate and to graduate. I would definitely say with the school schedule, don't miss any days. Like, it's okay if you miss a day or two, if you're not feeling good, if you're just exhausted, that's cool. But don't miss too many consecutive days, because then you have to make up those hours. You're in school longer. For me, I missed a couple days, so I would have to stay after school and make up the hours just because I wanted to graduate on a specific day. I could have just graduated later, but I made up my hours because I wanted to graduate on the 29th, and I ended up graduating on the 28th, which was great. But definitely don't miss any days, because once you miss one day, now you're like, I could really sleep in again. I could really sleep in again. And now you're missing theory, you're missing clinic days, you're missing an opportunity with a client, you're missing an opportunity to practice on other students, you're missing that core material that you need to learn. I saw it as, if I miss a lecture day, I feel like it was the end of the world, because I ask a lot of questions and the other students aren't going to ask the questions like I do. Like, yeah, if you recorded, that's cool, but it's different from just sitting there learning it from the instructor firsthand and having those questions right off the top of your head than you reading it on your own and then going to them asking a question. So, of course, everyone's financial situation is different. Everybody has different financial budgets and their income and everything. So for me, I was able to work every day after school in my current job that I have now, but I was just part-time. So I was doing both at the same time, which wasn't really hard at all. I have a customer service role, so being able to juggle school and work was pretty easy for me. But for some people, they didn't have a job and they would just go to school, which was fine. But to be honest, it does feel like you have two jobs, because you'll be working at the clinic spa and you'll be working your regular job. But it's almost like a unpaid internship, I would say. So definitely keep that in mind when thinking about how to budget for this. My school did accept financial aid, so I did do my loans through studentloans.gov. Esthetician school was about $15,000, so my loans only cover about half of that. So it only covered about $7,000 for me, and then I luckily got a grant through my school for $5,000, which left the rest of the costs completely up to me. Which is why I said I was working during school so I can be able to afford the payments that they put me on. I did work at a financial aid office in college, so of course I already knew the ins and outs of financial aid, what was up to me, and how to be able to afford school. So I did have that knowledge already in my back pocket before attending esthetician school. Honestly, there are barely any scholarships. There are about 4 or 5 of them on this website called beautychangeslives.org. I definitely would say check the scholarships out before applying so you can know what you need to be doing when you're applying to your financial aid, and to make sure you're on top of those deadlines for that money, because it's free money. Like, why not go get it? Along with the grants that your school can offer too, because I said I had a grant. So I did get lucky and I did my research, and I'm like, I know y'all got some money, give it to me, because I'm trying to go here and I'm trying to get my education, okay, so let's get into esthetician school, because that's why we're here, right? To learn about what it is that you do at esthetician school and if it is worth it for you. So some different things that I would say look into before enrolling into esthetician school is, what does the program offer? And I'm saying that because I thought my program offered individual eyelash application. You know how people be having their lashes slayed. Yeah, they didn't offer that. That was not in the curriculum. It was something separate that you had to purchase outside of tuition. So make sure you know what's included in the program, the course program. Look in the syllabus. Like, I didn't know that, and I was just like, where am I supposed to get the money to buy this kit? So it was the individual eyelash kit, the brow lamination and lash lift kits that were separate from the actual package that you get when you first start school. Just to give a brief description on the day-to-day, you'll come in at 9 a.m. if you're doing full-time, and then 5:30, I believe, if you're doing part-time. You'll clock in, you'll go to your classroom. Some days you will be doing theory, and then other days you'll be doing clinic. Theory is essentially just lecture. So your instructor will be teaching you the ins and outs of facials, different skin disorders, diseases, different products, different methods to do facials, massages, body treatments, waxing, etc. So that is what lecture is, theory. So from theory, some days you'll be doing a demo. It is one demo a week. So your teacher will demo on another student or a volunteer a facial, a body treatment, a wax, whatever it is that you're learning in that theory. And then for the day, you guys get to practice on each other. So free facials, free waxes, body treatments. That is definitely a plus. You'll just use what you learn to do the service. So as far as clinic days, that is what a clinic day is when you're practicing on each other, and then we're able to finally take real clients from the spa. You'll be performing the service on them. So essentially it's like an unpaid internship. You learning the ins and outs of a spa and then performing it on the client while your instructor is looking over you, making sure you're hitting all of the points that need to be hit and making sure that your client is satisfied. You'll also be speaking to your client, so letting them know what is going to be entailed in each service. Okay, what kind of skin disorder do they have? What kind of skin condition do they have? Skin type. And using the appropriate products in order for you to treat their skin. While you're in school, definitely use a lot of the terms that you have been learning, like erythema, microcirculation. Use the big words. Use the big words to talk about the skin with your client and your classmates, just so you can be in that routine of saying those things and knowing what they mean. I do have a couple tutorials on my page on how I do facials, massages, waxes, all of that. They are as a YouTube short, and then I do have a couple as a regular YouTube video. If you are interested in learning that or what I learned and how to do it, definitely they are there for you. That is why I posted them and why I made them for school. Because I know when I was looking up stuff about esthetician school, I'm like, I'm trying to see the day-to-day. Like, what are you learning? Like, is this going to help me build a better foundation for makeup for me? And it definitely did. So those videos are there. Another thing about the day-to-day of esthetician school, it could depend on what phase you enter. So in my school, there were 4 phases, phase 1, 2, and 3. I entered at phase 3, which was electricity. So I jumped in knowing how to do a microderm and an ultrasonic spatula and a chemical peel. But at my school at Tricoci, it can all depend on what phase you enter on what you're learning. And some of those campuses are different also. So it could really just differ. Phase 1 was makeup, and surprisingly, I did not like it, y'all. I did not like it. Like, I liked it, learning like different face shapes and stuff, which I already knew, but I knew how to do that already. I came to school to learn something I don't know how to do. So that was like my least favorite. Phase 3 was my favorite, which was electricity, knowing how to do the microderms and that spatula. OMG, those two are my favorite. Chemical peels and stuff. That was phase 3. Phase 2, phase 2 was waxing for us, and it was body treatments. I definitely love waxing. Waxing is easy, y'all. Oh my God. Waxing is so easy. It's easy. Oh my God. It's easy. With body treatments, I was like, I can do without this. I don't want to rub a body scrub all over your body. I don't know. It just depends on how you are with other people's full body, like touching them vigorously. It would just be your own comfort level. For me, I didn't really enjoy that very much. Right when you get to phase 4 at Tricoci, that is when it's just all clinic. So I would definitely say figure out what you want to specialize in, learn how to market yourself, and make a plan for what you're going to do after you graduate. Because taking that state board right away, okay, cool, you did that. But now, do you want to specialize in waxing? Do you want to work at European Wax Center? Do you want to work at somewhere where facials are happening at? Do you want to work at the top spa in your state? What do you want to do? Do you want to just go solo? Okay, do you have a plan to go solo? Definitely do your research. I also definitely would say on those clinic days, get your friends and family to come in. You need to be posting on social media. You need to be posting about your journey. You need to be making videos. You need to tell as many people as possible that you are in esthetician school and that you need people to come in so that you can learn what their skin type is, what their skin condition. Like, you need as much experience as possible while you're in school, because once you graduate, baby, that equipment is gone. That's the school equipment. That's the school products. You're not gonna have that same stuff for you. You definitely need to make the most out of that journey. I had people texting me once I graduated, literally the day after I graduated. Oh, Jen, can you do a facial? I'm like, I graduated. I thought we discussed this on social media. Like, I'm graduating. I'm not gonna be able to take anybody until I get my license. Like, and even when I get my license, I have to buy my equipment. I have to get my space. I have to get my products. Like, you need to be taking advantage of that. You need to be really putting that into people's head. Like, hey, I'm here. I'm free. I'm free from 9 to 5. I'm here for you. I want to do this for you. I want to help you with your skin. Definitely push that. As far as the school culture goes, we had the aesthetics program, cosmetology, and barbers. I would just say, get to know everybody. Everybody was so cool at school. And just hearing about the stuff that they were learning was so cool. I was getting my hair done at the cosmetology station. Okay, they do some good silk presses. I have textured hair because clearly, like, you know, they did a good keratin treatment on me. I got a silk press. Okay, blowouts was fire. Some people were getting their hair cut. Some people were getting their hair colored. The cosmetology students will have different hair colors every other week. Definitely switch services with them. Okay, you come over here and get a facial, and I'll come over there and get my hair colored, type of thing. The cosmetology students will always come over to the spa room and get a facial. They would let us do anything on them, any service that we wanted. Just ask them their skin concern. Okay, we're gonna make it work for this service, type of thing. They will let you film the content on them and vice versa. Definitely network. Definitely network. Just some special tips. Just special between me and you. Special tips right now. This is like high school part 2. If you just got out of high school, this is going to be a continuation of high school mixed with a little bit of college for you. Make some genuine friends. Make some friends, because you gonna be here every day. You're gonna be there every day. And when I made my friends there, when I say we would go to lunch together, we would go over each other's houses, we would be having breakdowns together, we'd be talking about our personal lives. Like, I really felt a very strong connection to the friends that I made in esthetician school. And we still text even though we're not in school anymore. We still hang out even though we're not in school anymore. Like, that is so important. Like, have you a crew? Of course. But with having a crew comes another crew. It's kind of like Mean Girls mixed with Gossip Girls sometimes. There's so much energy. There's so much energy. You need to make sure you're not ruffling no feathers. Somebody always got something to say. As soon as you leave the room, somebody talking about you. It kind of got crazy for my school at a point. Like, we were all into it with each other. And eventually we had to calm down, because it's like, we're all trying to do the same thing, but we are all on different walks and paths of life, different ages. And it was kind of a mess, and we had to come together, but eventually we did, and everything kind of calmed down. But I just want to make sure y'all know, like, it can get real fast. Another thing about the culture at school was the school would have different type of events. We had something called Fun Fridays, where you can dress down. You would just have to pay $1, so you wouldn't have to wear your uniform, and it would be on theme to whatever they had planned. There was a beauty blitz competition, which was a collaborative effort between aesthetics, cosmetology, and barbering. So somebody will do the makeup, somebody do the hair, somebody do the nails, and the theme was Y2K. So it was like a cute little competition, and then if you win at the campus, you go on to compete against the other campuses. It was something nice for us to all show our skills off. For Halloween, we had a freak show. So it was like different things, like the bearded lady, the tallest man. I did like a clown makeup for it. We all kind of did like a clown type of scary thing. So it was different things that keep the students involved at school. But essentially, this culture was so good. That was my favorite place to be. I would feel so elated to go to school every day. and I honestly loved it. Another special tip would be, while you are in school, definitely make sure you are filming little tutorials or like a day-to-day or like what I learned in school today. That's what I did on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And that definitely brought a lot of more awareness to what I was doing in esthetician school. A lot of more clients, spas, other students from other schools will follow me, and we would talk about what they're learning versus what I'm learning. And we would just essentially help each other out. Have that social media content ready. Make a page for just your esthetician stuff aside from your personal page. So that way, when you're done with school, you can continue to grow that clientele, grow that audience, and that those people who want to support you. Different brands will reach out to you eventually because everybody wants to know what's so special about esthetician school, and you have the content right there at your fingertips. I would go to a lot of my instructors and show them like, oh, look at this technique for microdermabrasion, or here's a chemical peel. Is this the right way to do this, or is it too abrasive? Like, never stop asking questions. Oh my God. Sometimes in theory days, I'll be the only one asking questions because I was the only one doing the research. Like on TikTok and Instagram and stuff, I'm watching those videos. I want to know, like, are you doing this the right way? Is there a better way to do this? Like, for me, my teacher was very seasoned and she was able to answer every question that I had. And if she didn't know the answer, we'd be looking it up together and like doing research together. So never stop researching and asking questions. As far as graduation, once you graduate and you get your transcripts and your whole bill at your school is paid off, you are able to take your state board exam. I definitely would say take that as soon as possible. You do not want to forget anything. There are a bunch of resources on Quizly, YouTube, TikTok to help you study. I believe that the state board, when you file for it, they give you a study guide also. Like, they let you know what's going to be on the test. Definitely never stop studying. And that is it. That is the ins and outs of esthetician school. For me, it was the best decision. I was mad that I did not go earlier. I was going to go before COVID hit, but then of course when COVID hit, it was like, what was the point of trying to do a facial or wax? It's COVID. That wouldn't make sense. But I never gave up that dream of being an esthetician, and now it is my favorite thing. Like, I find joy in making people beautiful and addressing their skin concerns, because when your skin is not acting right and breaking out, you don't feel your best. But me, I'm able to diagnose that, give them products, give them a treatment, and help them feel beautiful inside and out. And that's all I could ever ask for. If you do have any questions, definitely put them in the comments and I will answer your question. If there is enough questions, I'll make another video, a part 2, answering all of those questions that I missed. But if you did like this video, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I'll see everyone next time.